What the hell was it? There was something that Liam was in recently that I was like, oh wow, it's him. But I don't remember what it was and I can't find it, so. Rasa is Molly Chang. I don't know who that is. I think I'm gonna try a different deck this time. Maybe the blue deck? What time is it? Almost 9. I'll have like an hour. Let's just chat. Let's just yap for a while. I'll even go into chatting. Astra ZZZ. That one I might know. The other ones I don't know. I did see the new Hoyo Fair promotional, the Hoyo Fair animation for Astra. Look, it was a really good music video, and the animation is top tier. I think I retweeted it. Maybe. I might have. Let me see. Let me see. I love artists discover things about the programs they use. I did retweet it for Wonderlust. I've seen absolutely nothing from this year's Hoyo Fair. I've seen it purely because I liked a couple of the other ones that popped up on my For You, but this is the only one that I've like watched mostly. It looks like a lot of the animation stuff is especially good this year. Like the 2D animation stuff. I mean, Dylan Studio, Dylan Goon Studio. All of his stuff is always good, but I will link this really quick. Really quick. That one. That one's really good. I like Stetson's song last year. I don't usually pay attention to the Hoyo Fair stuff. I just happened to see it this time. I don't know how, but I did. A lot of my TL is people being like, Gilgamesh, 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 Gilgamesh. And then some people being like, Rin Totska is heterosexual when, and other people quote retweeting them being like, no, she's gay as hell. Which I would agree with. She is gay. She's very gay. Self promo in your own stream. It's not a self promo. I got it from my retweet, but it's not my post. I'm literally just scrolling things that I've retweeted. A lot of good art popping up lately. She has Ishtar's earrings or something. Yeah, I saw that. Saw that post. Meaning that it's probably not really Ishtar's in that case. It's probably actually her earrings. And in some ways, like the presence of Ishtar as a result, depending on what her ultimate and stuff like that is. Because she's using the weapon that she uses in Heaven's Feel, which is like, uh, as someone who has not actually seen Heaven's Feel yet, it essentially to me is a universe splitter. So people think Gilgamesh is calling her a goddess or something. He probably recognizes her as Ishtar, to be fair, depending on what iteration of Gilgamesh it is. Because their memories and stuff like that all reset. Um, like when they're resummoned by the throne. So I don't even know the canon of how they are technically in Honkai. Just to be real with you, I have no idea how the worlds connect and all of that. So depending on how that is, uh, it totally depends on how he sees her as Ishtar or Rin or like some girl, you know? Whoa, Fate Tourist. It is the newest series of movies, honestly, for Fate, the Heaven's Feel ones. And they took forever to come out. And it was, I think it's only on Hulu that I was able to watch it. And then I didn't watch it. It might be on Crunchyroll now, though. Why is this where it took me? Why is it taking me here? Weird. Okay. Heaven's Feel. Yeah, all three movies are on Crunchyroll now, so I should probably watch it at some point. But all of them are at least 2 hours long, so uh, honestly, the main Fate Stay Night line has always been kind of iffy for me. I really enjoyed Unlimited Blade Works, but I never finished the original series because it was on DVD and I didn't have all of the DVDs. And I don't know if I actually finished Unlimited Blade Works or I just think that I did. And I've just osmosis figured out the rest of what has happened. But Stay Night specifically has always been difficult for me to get through. All of the other anime pieces I've gotten through, I played uh through Nero's um route in, oh god, one of the games. It was one of the newer ones though, newer quote unquote, and it's been out for like years, I think. But it was ported over to the Switch at some point. It doesn't help if I don't remember the name of it. I'm gonna stop talking. But it's more so Fate Grand Order, I think, is what really hooked me into it. It gave me characters to like and things like that I didn't really care about as much in the individual stories. And it really made me understand the world more, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like one of the hooking things about Grand Order specifically is how deeply it makes you understand the world that it is set in and like how absolutely insane it is for some of the magical feats that they pull off. Like the whole premise of Chaldea, the organization that you work in, is that it was only made possible because one of the winners of the Grail War wished for it to be possible, if that makes sense. Like, it's literally such a huge, important organization now, and it's purely possible because it was wished possible by the infinite magic of the Grail. It's actually kind of crazy. Oh, US, yeah. Sorry, artist that I like is finally able to send ship things out. Weren't they in Strange Fake? Chaldea? No. Not not within the story of Strange Fake itself. What is this? Some kind of grand order? Yeah. That's almost exactly what it is too. But for Strange Fake, it's within the canon of Fate, but Fate Grand Order is kind of this weird thing where it's like a part of the same world, but at the same time, because of the nature of what it deals with, it is constantly in a limbo state, if that makes sense. Like, universally. Like, the first arc is literally about them trying to fight demons that are going through history that are trying to stunt human uh existence at every point in human history where a major event has occurred and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. So you're technically going backwards in time, and then the second arc, the second major arc, is about people trying to overwrite human history with specific instances of human past history. It's really complicated to get into without like spoiling huge things about it, but it's very cool. And then Strange Fake, I think, fits into it in the sense that some of the characters that were only in Fate Grand Order for a long time are now in Strange Fake. Like Ishtar, I believe, is this is her first like in canon universe appearance. And no, Flats was in the Elemeloe series, which also had another character. Well, no, she wasn't from Fate Grand Order. She was from Elemeloe. You know, it's all very complicated. There's characters that exist across the whole canon of the IP, but only appear in certain events, you know? Flats, yeah. Oh man, Flats. The character, not the streamer. I finished Strange Fake, by the way. Incredible final episode. Extremely depressing, but I can't wait for the next season of that too. Inspiring and depressing, all at the same time. I still haven't watched the new season of Trigun. I know people were upset because it like changes the canon of Trigun, but like I'm cool with that. I'm cool with them doing their own thing. Still have to watch Tamon's B-side as well. And The Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife. And I gotta finish Ruri Rocks. There's simply too much anime. I guess I should look at what the anime award winners were, huh? 2026 Crunchyroll Anime Award winners. Gachiakura. It doesn't say what they won. It just lists them as winners. Gachiakura, Dan to Dan, Spy Family, My Hero, The Chainsaw Man movie, ReZero, Apothecary Diaries, that's nice. Solo Leveling, and Demon Slayer. Crunchyroll awards are so ass. They are. And it's probably because they're limited to nominating mostly things that they broadcast. Because they pretty much have a near monopoly on things that are nominated and where you can watch them, you know? I'm just gonna scroll through what won now. Anime of the Year, My Hero Academia final season. Okay. Eh, I feel like the nominations were not strong enough to beat that, so I kind of understand. Gachiakura could have won though. I'm sure that was close. I heard that the artist, the author of Gachiakura, actually uh deleted her Twitter last couple of days, within the last couple of days. So I'm depressed about that, honestly, because she had like a whole history of being on Twitter for years before Gachiakura too. I hate the internet sometimes. I think she was just tired of being in reach of the fandom, you know? So, and a bunch of people I think also were just not willing to adhere to certain wishes of her as a like owner of an IP, you know? So I think that also kind of frustrated her. And I think her actual last tweet was like, I think I need to be off of the internet to be able to keep my creative freedom and stuff. So that's probably also why she did that. Film of the year was Infinity Castle. What did the Reze movie win then? The Mononoke movie was against it? Okay, that feels a little wrong, actually. Because I also haven't even seen clips from Infinity Castle at this point. I've seen more clips from the Mononoke movie and Reze than Infinity Castle. Best continuing series, One Piece. Ranger mentioned that. Which is surprising when My Hero won Best Anime of the Year. Like, I feel like it also probably would have won continuing series at that point, right? Right? I've seen clips from Infinity Castle, but not Mononoke. Maybe I'm just in different anime circles than most of these nominations at this point. Best new series, Gachiakura. That makes sense to me. That's probably the one true thing that I've seen and understand 100% so far. Best original anime, Lazarus. Zenshu was one of the nominees. That's crazy. I would have thought Mappa superiority. Also, that was on Adult Swim and HBO Max. That's a little surprising. But that does tell me that maybe, well, no, that could also be director bias at that point. If people know who the director is. I heard Apocalypse Hotel was pretty good. I'm surprised it's nominated, but I heard it was pretty good. I'm also surprised that Quacks didn't win. Oh, wow. They actually linked to Amazon. Does that mean they link to Max here? They do. Wow. Moonrise. That's a Netflix one. Oh. A lot of sci-fi ones for original anime. I guess that depends on how you think of Digimon, but Lazarus, G Gundam, and Moonrise, those are all sci-fi. That's like half of the nominations. Best animation, Solo Leveling, Season 2. Over Takopi? Also, I don't feel like these are great nominations. You have like Dandadan, My Hero, One Piece. I feel like there were maybe better nominations that could have been there, especially for last year. That feeling when it's an ending series, not continuing. Yeah. But I mean, for best continuing series, My Hero final season was one of the nominees. So it still technically would have worked. Best character design, Gachiakuda. That's fair. My Dress Up Darling, season 2, I could kind of see that. Not really, though. I think Gachiakuda still wins there. Especially as a new series. Fresh design, ethos, and all that. Best director, Apothecary Diaries season 2. I could see that over these other nominations. I can see that. Season 2 was really good. Best background art, Gachiakuda. Over City the Animation? Are you kidding me? It's literally about a city. There's literally always a background shot. It may be simplified, but it's so good. Also, a very funny show. I watched some of it. It was really good. I understand, but at the same time, it's like a bunch of like dark backgrounds, honestly. Oh, Cal and Generic Romance was also nominated. That's a little surprising. I guess the backgrounds were really good, like all the city shot. I must have missed a decent amount of the background work in Gachiakura. They're in a cave for like several episodes, though, aren't they? Maybe it's only a couple, but they're in it for at least 3 episodes. Interesting. Is Gachiakura animated by Bones? Gachiakura Studio. It is Bones. I could see that being a little bit of studio bias. City the Animation, though. Oh, Best Romance, Fragrant Flowers. Yeah, I can see that over the other nominations. Mate, I'm surprised Ramna didn't hit that, though. Maybe because it was specifically season 2? My Dress Up Darling was also nominated. I guess that wasn't like a super romantic season though. Season 1 was more, I think, romance. And I didn't actually watch Fragrant Flower, but all of the clips I've seen of it are really good. So, best comedy, Dan to Dan. Okay. Over Over City and Witch Watch. I thought Witch Watch was also very funny. I need to keep watching that. I hear it gets kind of actiony at some point, but the comedy in it is really good actually. Best action anime, Solo Leveling. Sure. Best isekai anime, Re:Zero. You know, I was expecting My Hero to win more of these awards when it's considered anime of the year, but it's only one anime of the year, and it's nominated for a lot of these other categories. Best action anime, Solo Leveling. Isekai, Re:Zero Season 3. That's fair. The other option probably would have been Konosuba. Zenshu was there, though. A lot of people really liked Zenshu. It was like Game of the Year. It's like Game of the Year. I feel like Game of the Year, though, usually wins like a couple of other awards, you know? Usually. Game of the Year usually gets like 2 or 3 other awards at that point, especially over the last couple of years. They usually sweep, you know? But nothing for My Hero. That's a little surprising, is all. Uh, Best Drama, Apothecary Diaries, Season 2. Over Takopi, okay. I really liked Apothecary, but Over Takopi is kind of crazy. It's like Game of the Year, but worse. Best Slice of Life, Spy Family. Sure. Best Anime Main Character, Mao Mao. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, Momo was also a good choice. Mao Mao or Momo, I'm happy with. I wonder which game will win Game of the Year now. Huh. See, but I've heard of the Apothecary Diaries, not the other one. Huh. Takopi? You've never heard of Takopi? It's that really depressing one where the little pink squid. There's only like 6 episodes, I think, or something like that. It wasn't like a full anime. Maybe that's why. It was really short for most anime seasons. But it's where the little pink squid and the girl become friends and trauma bond essentially while the girl's getting bullied at school. It's super sad. It's extremely sad. Like super duper sad. But it's really good. Where was I? Best anime character, Mao Mao. Pragmata might be in the nominations for Game of the Year this year. I was just thinking about it. I was trying to think about it while I was talking. Genuinely not? Oh, that's so surprising to me. Maybe I'm too anime pilled and I'm not just enjoying it as much as I should be. Just watching it as much as I should be, you know? I feel like I say I feel like I hope that there are better nominations this year than like all of these ones. If that makes sense. I feel like there's some really good ones in these last few these last few seasons that are worth nominating that I kind of hope that they nominate. You do be weeby, weebing it up. Yeah. It's my brand. I can't deny it. Resident Evil Requiem, that's for sure. Oh, absolutely. Definitely getting nominated. We're about halfway through the year, huh? There's like one more week until We're 6 months into the year. Best supporting character, Bakugo. That's fair. That's fair, and I understand. Engine probably could have also won that. Must protect at all cost, Anya. That's fair. Over Taco. It's okay. Best anime song, Iris Out. Oh, I wanted Jane Doe to win that one. I'm surprised Watch Me by Yasubi got nominated. Maybe because it's Yasubi. But I'm okay with Iris Out winning. Sleepy Weeb. Yeah. Sweeby. Yeah. That's exactly my brand, Sleepy Weeb. Best anime score. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Castle. Yeah. Best anime opening sequence. Dan to Dan Season 2. On the way. Okay. Best anime ending sequence. I by Bump of Chicken. I'm okay with that one because I like Bump of Chicken. One Republic? One Republic did the ending for Kaiju number 8? Is that correct? Hydrogen Bomb versus Nuke, yeah. Hold on, I have to look up this song really quick. Oh my god, they did. That's actually crazy to me. I'll have to listen to that later. I just need to know what it sounds like though. Best anime voice artist performance, Japanese. Ail Yuki for Mao Mao. The other options were Chiaki from Summer Hikaru died. That's an interesting choice. Izuku, Denji, Monkey D. Luffy, and Reize. I'm sure Reize was the second for that. When is it Imagine Dragons' turn? They're too busy doing uh music videos at the same time. They need to be in the show. Like with Arcane. But to be fair, Imagine Dragons did have a song with Otto. So maybe they could soon go into anime, which would be also crazy, but not super crazy. Best voice artist performance in Arabic? Oh. Sakamoto from Sakamoto Days. Tariq Obaid? Obaid? Oh, the misery. Oh, the new Hololive English song is out. I'll listen to that later, too. Best voice performance in Brazilian, Portuguese, Charles Emmanuel for Akaza in Infinity Castle. Oh, in Castilian, too. Charles Terul. Oh, in English as well. Lucian Dodge? Wow, people really think that every voice actor nailed Akaza, huh? 3 different languages? Who are the other nominations for English? Huh. Izuku's voice actor was nominated. I think people really liked his. Cool. Voice actor performance in French, Izuku. In German, Akaza. In Hindi, Jinchi. In Italian, Denji. Ooh. Italian dubs, huh? I wonder if they're on Crunchyroll, if I could get the dubs for that somehow. Would love to hear it in Italian, actually. For Naruto? Oh, for For the Boruto movie? Why was an Italian nomination for the Boruto movie in this? That movie came out like forever ago, didn't it? It did. Why is it here? Did they just get the dub for it? That's crazy. That's very funny. Latin. Also Akaza. Wow. The Akaza voice actors for Infinity Castle, I guess, nailed it. Man. And that's all of it. That's all of the awards. But again, I'm really surprised My Hero won Anime of the Year and did not actually win more than one other award. Well, I guess Bakugo for supporting character. But then the other award they won is for anime ending sequence and French voice actor. I would have expected them to win more. Dang. The world of anime is complicated, and I don't always understand it. In the West. In the West specifically. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, stomach. Let's see. I'm trying to find something I was thinking about. But if I can't find it, I'm just gonna yap. SMH? SMH what? SMH what? Why? Why are you shaking your head? Why the SMH? I don't think I'm gonna find it. Whatever I was thinking about. Kind of escaped me. Oh, health boosters? Oh, you know why. No, I don't. That is why I'm asking. That is why I asked the question. Oh, I just got suggested another Epic the Musical animatic that got uploaded 12 hours ago. I'll copy and paste it. There you go. What the hell was I thinking about? I've been watching some good videos lately on YouTube. Like new uh video essay type stuff. New creators. Quote unquote new. I'm sure they've been around for a while. To the point that I haven't seen them and now I'm getting suggested them. But it was real good. I tried watching the new Defunct Land video too, but it wasn't clicking me. Wasn't clicking with me. What's this? What's this? I see Flats is also addicted to champions. So I haven't been watching his videos because I am not interested. There's a new game called Directive 8020 that also has come out that I've been watching Gab Smolders play. It's by Supermassive Games, who did uh Until Dawn and all of that. The the modern age FMV CGI movies, video games, interactive games, quick time ones. And it's pretty cool. Seems much more game than the previous ones have been. I'm retweeting a post. Harada has made it to Waffle House. They will never reach Until Dawn peak again, I fear. Yeah, probably not. But I do think that they it's not like, in all honesty, it's not like the journeys are bad within the games or that they're like objectively bad, you know? It's just that some of the choices by the end of it kind of make it more difficult. I think that the best one out of like the newer series of them they've done is the one that they did with uh Dead by Daylight. The what is it? The casting of Frank Stone? And that one was a lot actually shorter than most of the other ones have been, but it was really, really good actually. Really interesting, really scary in places. And I think the premise was cool. But in like that way that a lot of like common trope movies kind of are, and then they just make a good story out of it. But that one was really good. It's also one of those things where like because it is so cinematic, it's hard to enjoy it more than once, you know? Unless you are someone who really likes enjoying them for the replayability of like choosing different routes and stuff like that. But even then, sometimes it doesn't really like change things, you know, by the end. It's just that more people die at different times. And so there's no characters by the end of it. Sorry, now I'm fully getting distracted just scrolling Twitter. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I have the day off. I was thinking I might stream earlier than usual, but I might just hold off until Tuesday. Take the day off for Labor Day. That kind of thing. Um, Maybe I'll give myself time to focus on drawing again. Haven't drawn too much this weekend. And Reco, yeah, it starts in like 15 minutes. That's why I'm about to wrap up for stream. Here, last thing we'll do, we'll listen to the new music video. I'll pull it up. and we'll listen to it. I'm gonna go to this one, and then I need to pull up YouTube. Oop. Pause. Pause. Stay paused. Okay. Here we go. Gotta grab my headphones. Sorry. Had them off this whole time. Okay. Here we go. Well, you can't hear it because for some reason it's not capturing. Yes, it is. Why can't you hear it? Why is it not doing the thing? Let's try that again. From the top. Nope. That didn't work either. Hold on. I'll do it this way. We'll mute that just in case. Oh, now it works. Now it wants to work. Okay. From the top. More mysterious. What are the rat babies called again? Pups? I don't know. I don't actually know about that one. But that was a new song. Last one I felt was much more mysterious, you know? Kind of a lore-esque. Whatever they are, need. But that one was just kind of fun. It was just kind of cute and fun. I liked it. Excuse me. Where is maybe they're angsty? I don't know. It was a little what's the word? Energetic for angst? If that makes sense. I feel like that's not quite the word I want. Enemies to lovers. You know, it actually might be lovers to enemies. Because at the end of the last season, Advent became quote unquote evil, right? So I wonder if it will be more like the lovers to enemies. If that makes sense. Especially since Raura is justice. I guess against Advent would make sense. Didn't see much from last year's. Oh, well, that was at the very end of the series too. Well, series at the end of the season, there was a like special animation that everyone played, where Advent essentially revealed that they had their memories, which was kind of being set up by Shiori throughout the season, where she was giving people books with their memories in them. So, way too busy missing Fauna Mart. Yeah. But I mean, Fuwawa. Fuwawa had a new mart. That was also one of the things too, where I mentioned before Kiara felt like she was kind of uh not doing as great with all the RP stuff. But she like really encouraged a lot of people to engage with other people again and like reconnect people and all of that. She always tried to make sure that people were engaging with each other in a way that I really liked, while still kind of engaging with them herself. So It's Advent, yeah. But that'll be all for today. I'm gonna go grab a snack or something like that. And then I'm gonna get a cookie. My family ordered cookies. They're probably cooled off by now. They were warm cookies before, but whatever. They're still good. And then I'm gonna watch Enreco off stream. So, Gimme, no. You need to get your own food. You want cookies, you go get your cookies. My cookies are my cookies. My candy is my candy. Like I said, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I technically have the day off, but I might take it easy. And just do a stream on Tuesday, early Tuesday. I've got some other things too I'm trying to work on. So if I don't come up with stream stuff at the end of next week, that will be why. The other stuff that I'm working on. So don't freak out. I just need the time to work on things. So all right. Let me see. Twitch. And that button. I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. Smash. All right. Well, that'll be all for today. You disperse as you want. Disperse where you want to go. I will read the ending stuff. Nothing too crazy today. Paper hit his 15 stream streak. Got the check-in. Got the posture check. Got the stretch. Got the hydrate. I did not actually see where your check-in is at, but it's probably a little over halfway. Still gotta get Dead's whatchamacallit? Meme for his redeem. Well, that's it for today. Watching Record together, perhaps? I might stream it to the server, but I would be muted for it. I want to just chill and watch it. Don't forget the bot appearance. Yeah, I will figure something out in regards to that too, because it feels like it's more than usual than it has been. So I'll figure that out. But that's all. I can stream it to the server, but I'm not gonna be talking or anything. I'm gonna be chilling. Good night if you are going to sleep. And I'll maybe see you Tuesday. If I don't stream tomorrow. Okay, bye.